So this is a documentary on two special ultra runners that have trained so hard all year long for this journey to run MoS Spain 100 here in Dubuque, Iowa. This is MoS 100 Experience. I wanted to tell a story and share the experience of what an ultra runner goes through during a race and to share their experience. It started off with just picking one, and then I felt like adding another story would just enhance the experience. So there's like two main stories that require the other ultra runners to be a part of that story, to share their experience as well, because that's what trail running is. It's just not about one person or two people, but it's about the community.
She raced last year, but she dropped, and I was volunteering.
Oh.
And I didn't need insurance.
So MoS Spain 100, it's a ultra running event that is a 100K or a 100-miler race event that has been held since 2018. It's usually held in October, mid-October, where you capture the beautiful fall colors on the course, which makes the backdrop absolutely beautiful. The race director, Josh Sun, does an amazing job of bringing the grassroots vibe to this ultra running event. His mission is that everybody experiences that grassroots event. The runners, the pacers, the crew, and the amazing volunteers. It's an absolutely must event to be a part of.
So, alright. I'm gonna have to wear gloves. My Renault's is already kicking in. Nothing right now. I just am gonna load myself up here and figure out what all I wanna.
Hey, I'm prepared this time. I mean, I am prepared.
You got the goods?
Oh,
You know, Jeff knows
saying-
about the snack bag.
I'm saying about food, everything. I am prepared. Filled up with water. I think I got all my goods.
You never know what I'm gonna want to eat. Shoes would be good.
Why does it do that? I don't know.
What were your thoughts right there at the start line?
Honestly, I have prepped for that moment this whole year, and I couldn't believe that it was finally here. It seemed like it was so far away, and then we were here. And most of the people I've seen at different races, and just the whole energy of everyone that's there, and motivating each other is just so inspiring and just so positive that it just gets your adrenaline going, and I was super pumped.
First and foremost, I could say that I was just very excited to get up to the start line and have no injury. I was scared, I was nervous, as well as just excited as can be to see what I can do with MoS Spain race this year.
Very important.
Find a rhythm, freaks. Find a rhythm.
Morning. Morning. Thanks for being out here.
Good morning.
Oh yeah. So like I just need to like put those in the bag.
Yo!
Go, Jen.
Out here to have fun.
Have fun. Woo!
All the way to a warm spot.
Hey, ladies! Woo! Oh, it's time for a selfie.
So I got into trail running about 3 years ago to kind of increase my cardio. Actually did some of the road races and stuff and didn't really like pounding and then on my knees, and kind of started off on the trails and met some people that did some trail running, and did a 50K Chippewa Falls, and had no clue what I was getting into, completely untrained. I mean, I survived, but obviously it is a lot of technique and skill. So I've met a lot of people in the surrounding areas within a couple hour radius that have been really motivational and really encouraging. Like I said, Travis Swanson, Jen Even, Danielle Michelle, Tara Flesh, Michael Price. I mean, you name it, there's people from all over, and that's the big passion about trail running, is everybody's out there supporting each other, and have kind of made me step out of my comfort zone and challenge myself and see what I can do. 100 miler, this will be my first one for mines this year. Never thought I'd ever say that in my life, but I basically was going to do the 100K last year again and see how I did, and I got COVID a week before mines because my daughter had it 2 weeks before, so I missed that opportunity, which really broke my heart. I did encourage each other. People followed them, tracked them, and sent them, you know, encouraging words since I couldn't go. But this year I just decided I was going to make it epic and see what else I could do. And so I've been going for the no coast, fighting with Tara, which has been so much fun. And did majority of the trail races this year for no coast, and trained in sleet, snow, rain, wind, all different terrains, different elevations, by myself a lot. Kind of followed some plans, research, talked to people who've given me some guidance, and just figured out what I kind of needed to do. And I have been actually placing in races this year that I never thought I would, knocking an hour off my 45K, 50K times compared to last year, setting tons of personal records. I've really learned a lot and become really passionate about it. So I'm really excited what I can do for mines this year. The 100K I did a couple years ago, I never had a pacer. This will be the first time running with a pacer, so I'm excited to have somebody running with me, considering it'll be the highest mileage that I've ever done. So yeah, less than a week.
Very cool.
I know. I'm excited. So, and then of course we have people like Martin that are at the races, that are always out encouraging us and videoing us and showing us, even though we feel like we're dying, we look fabulous out there. But yeah, once again, just, you know, there's so many people I know that I've met, excited to share the trails with them and have them push me and see what I can do. It's already been an epic year, so really looking forward to this opportunity, and yeah, I just can't wait.
Very cool.
Countdown's on.
Any plans for next year? Or?
We're honestly going to see how this 100 miler goes. Obviously, if everything goes well, I mean, my main concern is just the stomach, because I've never been up that many hours running, and obviously you train to fuel yourself, but it's different doing that amount of mileage, so that's going to be a trial and error. But next year, I mean, if this goes well, definitely going to shoot for another 100 miler next year. Mines is beautiful. I absolutely love it. I know so many people, but I'd like to go somewhere else too and challenge myself. But I won't be able to do all the no coast and all the races I did this year. For one, financially I can't afford it. Two, it's a lot of dedication and training with kids. It makes it hard. So, you know, like I said, my mom is my rock, and has been such an awesome person this year, and kind of keeping an eye on my daughter so I could do these things. And I'm really excited to hopefully have them run in the finish line with me. So
think of how to get around.
Morning. Way to go, guys. Woo!
Found a friend.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I did.
I think,
Thanks for being out here.
you betcha, guys.
We'll get the eggs on and then we'll just be a production line of putting ingredients together.
Set a timer 9 o'clock.
I can't set it for 9.
How we doing? Good. How you doing?
Beautiful day.
Yes, it is. It is gorgeous out there.
You are everywhere.
I'm a trail ninja. Don't it taste good? Don't it taste good?
Yum yum.
What do you do?
Huh?
Basically,
Hey, that's part of the game.
Mashed potatoes and
Ooh,
peanut butter and jelly. Just a different one.
yum.
Salty sweet.
Yeah, then we'll be like I started.
Good job, girl.
I just started coming out here to Pleasant Creek. Felt like I needed some kind of serenity, peace out of this because of COVID. Everyone was just having a difficult time. So I started hitting the trail, and as I was coming out here, I realized how much peace it brought me. I've battled with a lot of mental health issues as well as consequences, just a lot of different things, and a lot of my running has basically helped me big time succeed in life, to really hit my battles hard, And trail running began doing that for me. As we all go through different stages in life, basically each part of the trail had resemblance to me, something in my life. So just the feeling of the trail, I can't even explain it. There's just something about a trail. I started running, meeting up with Steve Haggerty. He has been a major role model in my life. And it couldn't have come any better than at that time for me. And we were talking about races, and I had been running marathons for years. And I thought, okay, I'm out here on the trails now. What am I going to do? So we started talking about races, and somehow Mines of Spain came up. And I started talking to him, and I said, why not go from running marathons to a 100-miler? Skip the in-betweens, you know? So he began talking with me, telling me what I needed to do, strategies, so I went ahead and signed on up. And then Tiffany Miller and Ted Smith and Rachel began coming on into the group, and we started running together and really talking about some goals that we wanted to achieve, as well as it's just a great time. I felt like family. I felt like they were a lot of family to me. And then Tiffany, I asked her to pace me for Mines of Spain last year, and as well as Barb Lorenz, which is another phenomenal friend of mine that has helped me a lot through my running career, and well, not career, but just my running life. The big part of my trail running is it all comes down to mental health. I'm a huge advocate. Like I said, I battled a lot. I just can't explain how it's changed my life. I mean, even coming up here today to speak about this, I started crying because so many people came into my life, have supported me, non-judgmental, and I've just taken off. I mean, I've enjoyed every group run that we have. Our community of runners and trail runners are amazing. I ended up, after speaking with Steve about Mines of Spain, I had also heard about Josh Sun's trail races. They were just phenomenal, and went out to Dubuque, Mines of Spain, and the trail is just beautiful. And just by far, that's my favorite long distance trail run. I really like Pleasant Creek, just because we have some awesome race directors here as well. But again, I just go back to thinking about trails and how, like, even when I trip, that's an obstacle. I may roll my ankle. That's another obstacle. I may fall hard, but I get right back up. Luckily, I haven't injured myself enough to where I can't run, but even that, I would still get myself back up, and that reminds me of just life in general. Bring a challenge to me, I take it head on. That's just the way I am. You could ask my husband. It doesn't matter in life or with my running. Bring it. That's what I say, bring it, because I'm going to hit it head on. And whether or not, like even with Mines last year, I ran 92 miles. I did not get my 100. And people ask me, well, Jen, were you not sad, that you didn't get 100? I said, heck no. I was happy. I've never run 100 miles. I never in my life would think I would have ran 100 miles. And I mean, I was happy because I gave it my best. I know that I gave my best. Even though I came up a little short, I did not feel like I was a failure at all. So, this year I am tackling it. I've had an amazing coach that is very involved with trail races a lot. She is a beast. And she has helped me with Barkley Fall Classic that I was able to run, which is a different type of race like no other. It was just so much fun. And now that she has helped me with that, she's also I'm training for Mines of Spain with the same program. And I am going to hit it head on. I I am a stronger runner this year just because of my training and because of so many people that have helped guide me and support me and what my nutrition, hydration. I mean, it takes a team. I cannot do it on my own. And that's how I feel about my life and my life trials is I can't do it alone. I isolated myself for years and years and years, and that did not get me anywhere but a hot mess. And so now I reach out to people. I'm not embarrassed about it. If I have an issue with someone or if I need help, I ask for help. I'm not going to do it alone. So I'm going to get Minds of Spain this year, 100. I mean, I will be running in the dark. I will be, hydrating, fueling. I may come up on stomach issues, but I'm hitting it head on. And where it takes me, we never know what's going to happen on race day. But where it takes me, all I can say is I'm going to give it my best and bring it. Because I'm going to have it.
We're gonna grab you guys. Yeah. Bananas.
Excellent, guys.
Breakfast burrito and bacon.
Gotta catch her. I told you.
Bacon breakfast burrito.
Great job.
Feeling good, buddy. Feeling good.
Good.
Hey. Surviving.
Boom. Good job, runners. Way to go.
Perfect time to fall.
I will. Yeah. You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that. Burn, burn. Good job. Looking good. Go Jennifer! Woo! Thanks, guys. Yeah, trying to keep it up.
roller or a patch? Or you want the patch?
I would do the rollers.
Okay.
If it's still bad, I'll do the patch.
Okay.
It's funny because my right knee going downhill sucks and my left one going up sucks. So just kind of
All
had
about balance.
to change my running pattern.
What do you want?
Yeah, that's not my point.
No.
Yep, that's not my point. I'm feeling good, so I'm going while my body's feeling good.
Yeah. Okay. We saw her limping a little, so we didn't know if she got hurt.
Nope, she told me to shut low.
Okay, where's your cup? Right here.
Okay.
Hold on to those for a second. Let's get this back on you. And then let's have you load up. Okay, I got you. Okay, I got everything out of here. There's a birthday cake still in there. Your cup is in here. Put you a new phone charger in. Out of the water. Pops right over the top, right? Up here, twisted.
All right. My phone charger's in there.
Yep, we swapped it out. We swapped you out. I'll recharge
Okay.
this one. Does this have an on button? Do you need this on?
No,
Okay.
I'm good because I just got to Bluetooth it, so
Okay.
it'll be just weird for a bit.
Yep.
Okay. Gloves. Okay.
I'm gonna pull all this stuff in if you're done with it.
Rip that open. Hand me 3 of those out of there. I've never tried these ones. They're the Willoughby ones. They have a wild berry one. They're really good. Should try one, Martin.
Hey, they look
All right.
yummy.
Come on, yeah.
Good luck.
See ya.
Go get them. Woo woo! No, you guys gotta go back out. You guys got your own entrance. It's way over there.
Love it! Woo!
I beat you up here.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Woo! Great job
Almost there.
Yeah! Yeah, chocolate!
Go girl. How you doing? Looking good.
Woo! I'm feeling good. Woohoo!
Good job.
Woo, Lauren.
I'm like retro here. Yeah, I will. I've got my. Yeah, I am. If yeah, I will be. This is like or whatever.
I have that same one. I'm worried about your arms.
Put my headlamp on now.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Over your hat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So where's your hat?
Well, I was gonna do this first. My hat is in there.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
You're
I
good
can
with
just
that?
always,
Okay.
for now.
So Jen is someone who
Okay, I can do that.
never gives up. She's always working to improve, whether it's her own self, like mentally, physically. Always everybody's greatest cheerleader.
Jen's always open for a challenge. She's trying to challenge herself all the time with new races, whether it's a longer distance, more hours, or whatever it may be, in order to improve herself to get ready for other races.
She knows where her priorities are, and she takes care of her body, which is so important. The last year, to learn as much as she can about herself and her running, she has used her resources with her friends in the trail community, with running Barkley, and we have also in the last year really enjoyed taking what we call field trips to different locations, different trails around the area. We've been to Swiss Valley and all sorts of really cool places that I have never been before, so it has been quite an adventure to do that.
Guys, go get them. Good.
Go. You got her.
You be ready, Tiffany. Let's do this.
Numbers, please.
22.
22. 2, 1, 3. Pacers. And pace. Good 190 legs.
Woo!
Number, please.
65.
65. Number, please.
169.
169. And pacer?
Yep. That's a
Welcome
good
to our
one.
aid station, pacer.
That is fucked up. Holy crap. Oh, fucking A, dude. Damn. That's gonna be a good one.
So how were you feeling at the Sock and Fox aid station when you were coming in on that?
Heading to that point, so then I knew that I had just the EB Lions and the lovely stairs, and then back to the finish to pick up my pacer.
Yeah.
Yeah, just still feeling good at that point, but you know the knees were starting to. That was a point of a little more aching and stuff, but feeling actually really, really good. Knew where I kind of was in placement, and just excited to pick up the pacer and carry on and run the most miles I'd ever ran at that point in my life.
Hello.
Three and a half years since her first ultramarathon, and now she's running 100 miles. That's how far she's come. Yeah. So even just when she did this 100K, her pace time, she was what?
That was
5.5
pretty good
hours for a loop.
That was just
and now
the following year, because that was 2020 she did that.
Yep. Missed out on the 100 mile last year in 21. She was still in quarantine with COVID. So, yep, been a big year for her.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You know, she's just looking at just the going out to run and trying to push herself in pace time, and then she comes in and finds out she's winning races and or placing in races.
The Loud Thunder, when she was first place female, that was awesome, because she was just concerned about, like, I just want to be able to finish, and then here she comes in first female, you know.
It's like you had to have some idea that you're out there just killing it.
Yeah.
You know, just like the racing and the gym, right? You find the people that motivate you. And push you when you want to quit. It's just the mentality or the mindset to push yourself and see what you can do. Everybody has their level of crazy, and I know we joke about it with her, but it's still, you know, we wouldn't be sitting out here in the the cold for over a day.
Yeah.
So we're talking about like drying out her gloves and what needs to get set out so that she can get in and get out.
I used the pump for my air mattress to dry her gloves out. I said if she knew the things we did for her. Oh goodness.
Good work. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah. Perfect. I finished 2 years. Oh yeah, Bob, what do you all right, now Lord coming in. Working on good.
Oh my gosh. Nice job out here.
Good job, dude. What's your big number? 126. 126. Dude, good work.
food bag.
Your food bag's right there. I have wipes.
I just need something. Quick.
Here, they're right here.
And then I am gonna go change
These right here?
those. Yes.
Okay.
I can't feel my fingers, but I couldn't put my gloves on. So I'm gonna try my other ones.
The thick ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Will you check my, one of you?
Your pants and your wipes
Okay.
are right there.
Sorry, my balance is off right now.
You're fine. Check what?
Check my phone, the headlamp, and see how much time's left on it.
Okay.
Otherwise, I gotta get another headlamp.
How you feeling?
Great.
Good.
Knees are a little tight from the 100, but
Yeah, sure.
still all right.
Good. How's your hair of the dog?
Yeah, good.
There's 3 to choose from.
Make sure they're tight and double knotted. We need the other gloves, the ones that I can actually put on.
Tiffany, I don't know what else you have. These are
They're in the suitcase.
These are the ones that were in the suitcase. Well,
Honestly, I don't even care. Let me just get the other fucking extra headlamp so we can get rolling.
Keep crushing it, guys.
Thank you.
How are you feeling at this point?
Pretty excited. My knees were starting to act up a little bit more, and I had that would have been mile 70 is when I kind of caught my ankle in a tree root. So that sucked, and that kind of slowed me down a bit. So I did more walking than what I was planning on, but we were doing walk around combos and still pacing really, really good. So I just wanted to make sure I didn't overdo it, so I knew I had enough gas and enough tolerance in that ankle to get through that last loop.
hey there.
I got much enough left in there. Make yourself push up for this. Last time of doing these bad boys.
At least for today.
Hey, buddy.
Awesome. Way to go, guys. Yeah, jump.
Jump. The Humpty Hump.
What?
Need anything? Anything specific?
I'll come over there because I really don't know.
What's there?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hey, Martin. Woo!
Woo!
So tell me about the aid stations and how you liked them.
Absolutely loved the aid stations. Most of them knew where I was at for placement, and nobody wanted to say anything to me, knowing that I was leading. But everybody was so motivational and so helpful, and there's just so much food. Tried different foods I've never tried before. Most were okay, but they always had nice warm food and willing to get you anything you needed in and out. Just awesome people. You can't do it without them.
Good.
Hey guys, good job.
Thanks for being out here, man.
You betcha.
trail,
You got this.
you really went through some hard issues, and your pacer, Tiffany, was just right there in your corner for you.
Yes, I was starting to really just want to give up once again. And we came across this creek. And I just sat down on this rock and started bawling. I can't do this anymore, you know. And Tiffany was just standing there and she goes, yes, you can, Jen. You look back all you've been through, you think of that, and you got through all of that, so let's get across this creek. And I kid you not, I was bawling so hard, and then all of a sudden, after she had spoken that, I was like, yeah, she is definitely right. We're gonna get through this. So actually, we started cussing at the creek and calling it some cuss words. Because I was like, I am going to get over this creek, because it was just like, I was not ready to get into that creek because I knew my feet were going to get wet and I was just ready to give up. But anyway, so we actually turned that situation into, that I called was a time where I was about to give up, and she helped turn that situation into such a fun, and we just look back now and laugh at it big time. And we that creek, when we go out to run Mines of Spain again or whatever, we have a name for that creek.
Cadence, your pacer, tell me about him.
A young kid that we just met this year during a training run at Mines, and we just flowed really well together, and he wanted to get out on the course and was hoping someone needed a pacer, and it worked out that I had both my pacers back out. So I asked him if he wanted to pace me, and he said absolutely, and that's basically how that happened. But just energetic person that I figured was going to get me through those last few loops that I had never done for this mileage I'd run. And that's pretty much what he did. We talked the whole time. I could hear us coming on the videos and stuff before we were even close. So we just, talked and had a good time and kept me going and kept me, on my pace, especially when I was injured, because he was the only one that knew I was injured. He's the only one that knew what my goal was for my time, and we blew it out of the water. So I feel like he absolutely did his job. Can't wait to run some more races even with him, or have him pace me again for something else. So.
Good job, man. Coming in for going out for her 25th loop. Oh, there they be. All right. What's your good number? 79. 79.
I mean, I didn't.
Man, I've never seen you so focused in my whole entire life. Holy cow.
Fire is one of the most beautiful things of all time, Martin.
So tell me how it felt running into the finish line with the kids.
Awesome. You recorded this part. It's gonna take me a minute to get it out. Okay. Just all the struggles and all the training and basically, you know, having a daughter that's diabetic and trying to teach her and teach my son that you can do anything you put your mind to, and having them actually run in the finish line. Priceless. Absolutely priceless. I was worried they weren't going to make it there because I was running fast. So, thank God Mom could get them up in enough time they could be there, but I think it was really important for them to see that, and, you know, my son was very, very, very proud. And Star, when I got done, was super excited. She has watched me train all year and knows that I've been dedicated to doing it. I want her to know that she can do anything she puts her mind to, and don't let anybody ever tell her that, you know, she can't do something. And Michelle, like I said, we've kind of been bonding, and I was inspired by her when I got into trail running, and so she's been following my journey for this year, and she basically was really excited to see how I did and just super proud of me, and I just told her I couldn't believe that I did it, and she just said she was just so proud, and that, you know, she knew I was going to do great, but obviously we didn't expect first place female, so that was a shock for all of us, but just super exciting to actually work so hard and get what I was working for, and to have that support from.
Yeah.
But I ate. Yeah. Every time I ate. Yeah. So at the end, I couldn't eat very much. Yeah. But I still ate. And then I was like, I gotta stop talking for a little bit. My stomach's getting nauseous. I was like, you keep talking. He's like, no, because I know you're gonna answer me. I was like, true.
So how are you feeling on horseshoe?
My stomach was starting to become pretty irritating and ticked off at me, and I was just getting exhausted. My body was just, you know, starting to break down.
So at this point, I mean, how was your body feeling? Did you have any injuries and things like that?
I actually, other than my stomach beginning to hurt and irritate me, my knees, I had fell around, I want to say 10 p.m. that evening when I was running in the night on my kneecaps, straight on my kneecaps, and so they had begun swelling and just becoming more irritating, and so it was harder for me to actually run, and especially running downhill. I was having to literally run sideways downhill just to be able to pick up some speed, because if I was going to move forward on my knees, my knees were not going to allow that.
Doing great, guys.
Hey, thanks, man.
Go, Jennifer! Good job, runners.
I'm trying.
Jennifer, tell me about your pacer.
Barb, honestly, I was getting a little irritated with her because it reminded me of like that unconditional love. You know, she wanted me to get this so bad, and she knew how bad I wanted to get it, and so she just pushed me to, she tried to push me to the max. She was just very
good job, good job, good job.
Keeping me going, but yet very stern. And I just really felt like she did the best that she could with me. But like I said, I really was getting frustrated and irritated because by that time I was wanting to give up, and she was not going to let me give up.
You work strong. Way to go, runner. I noticed when you're coming down from the monument, Dubuque Monument, that your spirits were starting to pick up. You were now talking some more. You had a little bit more oomph in your step, and so was there something that was driving you, like you felt like you could reach it and grab it now?
I just knew that it was right there. Especially coming out, I knew that there was the end, the finish line was in sight, and I was still going to be able to cross the finish line when people were there, even though I ended up missing it by 8 minutes. But I knew there was a, end in sight. And coming out of the monument and getting back on pavement and just knowing that there was only a mile left, like I said, it was like there was a light at the end of the tunnel. And that I knew that I had already made all my aid stations, made my cutoffs, every one of them, because last year I didn't, I was swept off the course. And so I knew that yes, I will be able to get across the finish line, even though I may have not succeeded with getting it the time, but I still was able to come across there.
And that, which is very, very important.
Yeah. Very important to me.
Not just as important,
it's very important.
How did you feel when you were crossing that finish line? That 100 miles, that big 100 hard miles.
I'm trying to work through this, because even though I came across the finish line, I don't feel like I technically succeeded. Even though I know I ran 100 miles and I did cross the finish line, but there's something still there that's pulling me, that's telling me no, that you still didn't really conquer, in the way that I wanted to. But you know what, Martin, there is, saying this and feeling this, there is a reason how this all ended up. I don't know the reason, but I'm gonna live in the moment. I'm happy for what I achieved, and I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna move on and learn from it. But I just look at it that this finish, the way I finished, was supposed to happen this way, and I did finish.
Yeah, you certainly did.
Yeah.
100 miles, incredible.
So, again, I'm happy. It's just all kind of like a blur, because I was so tired and sleepy, and just my stomach was irritated, and my body was just pretty ticked off at me.
Yeah.
So it's just like you had so many emotions, crossing the finish line, and then you have all these people supporting you and, coming up to you, and I just kind of felt like I was in a daze. And here I wanted to be like, joy, joy, happy, happy, but it was just kind of like I was having a hard time with taking all that in, coming from all different directions. So, yeah.